the Astoria.
Yeah, I did hear they did a very good live show.
Yeah.
Well,
Not as good as ours,
though. They've had 5 years to get it right, so it should be, eh?
Yeah.
And what about Basement Jacks? Have you heard that one?
Yeah.
Well,
Super.
yeah. It's got to be my
so.
most favourite album at the minute.
And is it important for you to sort of have respect from other, let's say, sort of black musicians? I'm thinking of Missy Elliott or something like that. Is that important? Yeah, I just saw her.
Yeah. Did she?
I nearly fainted.
Yeah, well, I mean, but you get respect of them when they take your tune and rap over it on their album.
Yeah.
And that's a great thing, I mean, I've always seen the music that we do. When you minus the voice off it and then you take some of these bits, they are really thought about. The old school hip hop influences and things are really in there, but they're very subtle, and there's very subtle ways of doing things. And I think that it's a good thing when American artists like Missy, take that stuff and or take the gentle tracks, that you've done.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the nice thing. She took a mellow track. She took a track Morning Glory, and sped it up and did a little thing with it, and that's fantastic. And I mean, this is where this black and white music thing gets confused, because in fact, I've worked with Diana Ross, met Stevie Wonder, met Quincy Jones. We get played on black entertainment television, and that people somehow try and make out in Europe that that we're trying to copy everybody else, and that's a funny thing, because in fact those artists, the actual artists you're talking about, don't think that. They know what they know, and they respect the fact that where you're getting your influences from. But hey, everybody's influenced by something that went on before.
Yeah.
And even when I listen to DJs now DJing, and then I go and listen to Donna Summer, I Feel Love, and I just think, hello. You just think, this is 1979.
Yeah.
It was 1979. These people did, and it's the same with strings. It's the same with influences go miles and miles back. And in some respects, I kind of like that. Somebody said to me, and a journalist said, would you do you ever see yourself doing an experimental album?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I just don't know what that is. I mean, an experimental album, is that doing something different from what you normally do, or is that just getting, the Chinese goat herding orchestra and piling them up and doing it outside, and then doing a drum take in the middle of Piccadilly Circus, and do you know what I mean? And then having someone with a medieval lyre come along and do a solo. And that's it. Well, it's experimental, man.
Yeah. Experimental always is sort of something you can't listen to.
Sounds like Spinal Tap.
Didn't they do the Jazz Odyssey?
The Jazz Odyssey, yeah.
Remember the Jazz Odyssey? The Jazz Odyssey. We are Spinals.
That's where the influences come from.
Yeah.
The Spinal Tap.
We'll have a short break, and then we'll be back with Jamiroquai in a few minutes or seconds, I don't know.
After I've taken my clothes off.
Yes, and put them back on again quickly.
For a spot of naked interviewing.
Meine Damen und Herren, Sie sehen Fast Forward. I have to apologize for my crack-smoking drunk cameraman, because he just... it was his fault because of the sound problem just now when we filmed.
What, he looks like he's had some crack. Look at the sweat on his face.
Why are you sweating so much?
Because of last night,
Did you get pissed?
He's been on the pipe.
He gets pissed every night. He comes late to work every morning.
As an alcoholic?
No, he's not.
Okay, he's not an alcoholic.
Well, he is. He is. Okay, I have to talk about your cars. When you're doing something like that, hanging around in Germany, do you miss driving your cars?
Well, to be honest, I've been too busy to drive anything lately. I mean, I've just haven't, I haven't been in the country, and they're just sitting underneath covers at home.
Yeah.
But when I go away to the States, that's when I get car sickness because the cars out there are such junk.
Yeah.
And I just don't get off on Yankee sports cars.
Yeah.
Well, they don't make any sports cars.
Yeah, but Germany is quite good.
Germany's a different kettle of fish. Yeah, I get. Yeah, no. Well, at the moment, I'm a big Audi fan. You see.
Really?
I drive an RS4 Audi. The estate car, the big, really fast one.
Nick's got an Audi too, and I'm about to get an Audi as well.
We're Audi boys.
We like Audis.
We're Audi. I have to tell you that but here's slightly different Mercedes, but Mercedes now, are starting to lose the plot, I think. And you only have to look inside an Audi and you look inside a Mercedes, and you see that Mercedes have started doing the #1 cardinal sin, which is they are, instead of building the car, seeing what it costs and go, this is the price, now they're setting the price and just building the car and going, oh, well, if it has to be plastic there to keep within this price thing, and that's what they're doing. And, I look in the interior of Well, I own several old Mercedes, and in fact, I own one which is the old 70s Pullman, the great big one that John Lennon used to have.
Yeah.
And I've got a 300 SL Roadster as well, the very pretty 60s number. And you look at them then, and you look at them now, and I think they've lost it, which is why I've switched from Mercedes to Audi.
Yeah.
Because they just build their cars, you know. Audi are also, you know, they're one of those companies which you know, really pioneering, you know, recyclable aluminium and space frames and this thing. They really are taking the car technology forward, and I think they're. I think the cars are incredible. You know, the car I have handles amazingly, and the dogs love it as well.
Yes. They lick the windows.
The dogs have learned to lean into the corners.
With the ears going.
Yeah.
And now I have to talk about dancing, of course. You being one of the world's most famous dancers.
What?
Yes, of course you are. Together with Ginger Rogers and Fred Astaire.
Ginger Rogers.
Come on.
Oh, no. I'm not a dancer.
Yes, you are. Do you watch sort of music television and sort of think, that pop musician, he has really crap dancing styles or something? Or don't you give a fuck about other people's dancing?
Oh, I don't. I just think that everything's so choreographed and so... It's so twee, isn't it? You know, I mean, I think it's just twee rubbish. You know, I'm just got to say... It doesn't interest me. I'm not interested. You know, I think they're twee, and I just think there's nothing original about any of them. They're all exactly the same, and they all just do these things. They wear these big baggy pants, and they do these little moves, and I just don't get where they're coming from. There's nothing original. And you know, some choreographer has come along and watched 1,000 other music videos and gone, OK, we're going to do this today, guys.
Yeah.
And I can't have that happen to me. I mean, I've never worked with a choreographer, and I'm better off. You know, I'm better off... I'm not really a dancer, I'm a mover, you know, I'm a groover around. And I'm better off making up my own ideas there. That's why Virgin Insanity was so good. I was left to my own devices. And you only have to look at the result, you know? It was like unplanned, but it's spontaneous. And this is what people have lost. Not only have they lost it in music and live performance, they've lost spontaneity, you know? Do things that you weren't told how to do it. You weren't told how to dress, told what to say, told how to look. You know, I mean, it's quite sad, actually.
Yeah,
okay?
it is.
It's eek stuff. And some of those American boy bands are just like, eek. This is really tough to watch. It's really embarrassing. It's actually embarrassing to watch them. So, as long as they know I think they're embarrassing, that's good.
Yeah.
Because I've got no time for them.
So now you know.
So now you know I think you're embarrassing. And I think it's also, can we just finish with it? You know, can we just finish this boy band thing? Can we finish it now? It's
just so amazing.
I mean, what we got now is we won't mention any names. We've got boy bands now who aren't. We're not boy band. Oh, you're not a boy band. That's why there's, you know, 4 of you and you're all boys. But you're not a boy band. But you do like baring your nipples and waggling things for the 12-year-old girls. I mean, bless their little hearts. Bless their little hearts.
Okay, back to music.
We have a job next year, mate.
What you have? They have.
Them.
Why?
I'm kidding.
I always thought that your music is very uplifting. It always has been. And do you could you tell that there's some sort of dark side of all of your personalities mixing in with the music? Some hidden dark sides in the music?
Is there a dark side? There is a dark side. There's a lot of dark sides.
Everyone's got a dark
The
side.
whole thing's darker than you think. You know, lyrically, they're all actually. I mean, Little Elf's quite a dark song. You know, it's not exactly happy. It sounds like
Candy was
Candy was
you know,
very
element
dark.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Candy's a very dark.
Even though it was uplifting.
Yeah,
And
but that's the trick, isn't it? You make the music uplifting, but the lyrics have a lot of melancholy in them.
yeah, and 2001, I thought.
2001 is extremely dark.
Yeah.
Well, basically,
isn't it?
2001
What's
is
it
about in the future how people will have, you know, their eyes, liquid crystal eyes transplanted into them, and you know, by 2032, you can be me and I can be you. What fun! You know, you can actually be somebody. You can do lots of cloning, and I can be somebody else.
I can have a shower as a man.
Absolutely.
That was super.
Yeah, and I can grow some knockers and be a woman, which I've always wanted.
Yes. But not forever, just for one day.
As well, he can play with his bristles too.
Okay, this is the final question. When can the wonderful German viewers see you live in Germany?
Well, we start in Hamburg on the 10th of October. Yeah.
Super.
And we do lots of dates, and I can't remember where we go, but you'll see us. And we end up in Berlin.
Okay.
And very much looking forward to it. And the show would be... it's great. Well, we did a live show at Nebworth the other day, and And we did a kind of different set, you know, we extend...
But why is he laughing?
I'm laughing at him.
We're still remembering it was Derek's and his bristles.
Okay.
You know.
But it's the movement of them. They're obviously really big, you know, like, if they go like that, you know. But,
That's what we do ending, so...
Oh my God.
I can't do this
Shall
anymore.
we just stop?
I
Shall
can't.
we just stop?
Oh, yeah.
Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Thank you.
Dankeschön,
See you in
goodbye.
October.
Think about big breasts now.
Derek is.
Derek, think of Derek behind the drums with big breasts.
bristles.
And now that really... My knockers.
Oh, dear.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.